Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. So LINK is one of the coins that might really break out of a significant structure first. We talked about it already yesterday, the days before, that we were getting closer to that key $9.50 level, which we could consider a breakout point. It's been this, or it is this LINK forever range, okay? And nothing is confirmed yet, but it certainly made a new swing high. The highest price since, well, for a long time, really. I mean, when it first dipped below the $9.50 level in April 22. So now we try to push out of this range again to the upside. That would have bullish implications. However, we will not be out of the woods until we see a clear 5-wave move up, 3-wave move down. You know that, but nevertheless, we can track the local uptrend. And it's not, we haven't got an uptrend on the daily yet, but we certainly have, as I said in the Bitcoin videos yesterday and also in the LINK video yesterday, we have a multi-hour chart long trend. And when that's the case, we need to be watching. And we had a very first, let's call it a warning, or a very first heads up that things are changing on the LINK chart when we broke out of this trend channel to the upside. So that's always like a signal, you know. We want to wait for these signals. We want to see these signals, and then we can look at the next level. And the next level was $9.50, which has been reached now. And yesterday I did the work and put all these relevant, let's call them roadmap levels onto the chart. So in my opinion, all of these are really relevant resistance levels for the next pathway or the next move to the upside. So if LINK really breaks out, and we haven't done that yet, okay? LINK has made a new high, and it looks like it wants to break above 950 unless we see a strong move to the downside now. We should see a push higher, a break above 950, and that could take us to $11.80 next. We will need to see if the price reacts to that level. If it does, then I will simply call that a wave 4. I have to call it wave 4 now, at the minimum now anyway, because the price pushed higher than any of the previous swing highs in the range. Not a sustained break. We don't call that a sustained break, but I think it's going to go that way. Now, does that mean it's necessarily bullish? That's a bit too early to say, okay? So we don't know yet if LINK has bottomed. However, what we have done, obviously, and that's one of the reasons why I shared this weekly chart already a while ago with channel members and here on YouTube, is that this here was is basically the long-term support area that we would expect LINK to react to between $2.98 and $5.88 in this bear market, and where a turning point should happen. Notably, it has only really sort of spent time in the upper half of the range, and I would still expect, well, not expect necessarily, but I would still like to see another dip down, because I explained yesterday to you that this downward structure looks fairly incomplete. Now, that doesn't mean we have to do it now, okay? Notably, it has become less likely to get that dip to the downside now, especially if we get a sustained break above 950. But it could happen later. We can always react to one of these fib levels and structural resistances to come down later. It certainly isn't good for a long-term uptrend scenario if the price bottoms somehow like this, okay? Now, you can never rule out a high corrective wave, a high corrective rally or something in the crypto world. Yeah, you can never do that. So we always have to be prepared for crazy corrective rallies. You know, Bitcoin and cryptos in general, they like to do these crazy corrective rallies. If it's something really bullish, it's too early to say that. Okay, it's too early to say that. However, we can track the relevant bullish support levels. So at the moment, I'm watching still if we can get this $9.50 breakout, and I think it is fairly likely at this stage. After $9.50, we should get to $11.82. A break above that will make a reset of wave 4 less likely, because then it would just get too large, too high for a wave 4. We will not be able to rule it out completely that this is a wave 4, okay? You can't do that, but it will get less likely. We can really only rule it out if we see 5 waves up, 3 waves down. And then after $11.82, it should get to $18.10. This is going to be a major decision point, significant swing high. And then we've got $32. So it can really go quickly then, okay? So that's why we already see a lot of upside pressure. We see that break, that level, that could be quite a bit of an escalation. Okay, so it's been LINK's forever range. So a break above that will cause a bit of FOMO. So that's what we're watching. But just a word of warning, it doesn't mean that we're already going to like, our bull market target yet. But it can happen very quickly in crypto, you know that. It can happen very quickly. A lot of people will underestimate that. I mean, I can tell you one thing. If these guys are starting to move through these levels, a lot of people out there who are not in, I mean, all of you are all in crypto. I mean, we are all early. We are, we are already in the coins, you could say, that we want to be in. So we've already invested throughout the bear market into the coins that we want to invest into. But a lot of people out there will not realize that something is going on in crypto until we get close to all-time highs. Okay, a lot of people just will not be able to realize that. They will read it in the news, and that's typically when we're close to a top. Very important. Okay, so yeah, you want to be up to date. Next bull market target I've got still around $91 to 186 possibly. Again, I'm careful with those targets. You don't want to, I don't want to say that we're going there directly now, but a break above $9.50 would certainly be a first step. Now let's go to the shorter time frame, and here you can see I have adjusted it now on the lower time frame to a wave 4 extension. This C wave could be, or would be at best, an ending diagonal. So the thing is, it doesn't really work out with the subdivisions. So I think if we push above 950, I think there is a good chance to break that next pivot as well, because it doesn't fully align with the subdivisions. Unless the wave 4 is a WXY structure, then this would be an ABC itself. Yeah, and ABC, and we might just get a few more squiggles higher. But it doesn't make sense to add a micro count here. There are just too many options. So what we want to do, we want to track the relevant pivots, support, resistance, and know that this could still easily be a corrective rally. It's not the foundation that we want to see normally for a sustained uptrend. But nevertheless, what is bullish support? So for me, critical bullish support is the last swing low. I mean, first of all, if we break back into the channel, it would have bearish implications. But then also, if we break below $7.11, that's the last swing low. I think then this attempted breakout is gone. Okay, it's done. Yeah, that's my update about Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.